Welcome back. 25 again by Body Shapes Medical. Lisa Innenbach is here with us. Winston Bennett is in the house, and the entire staff here at Wave 3 News is very excited. Just a little bit of a catch-up, Winston. I didn't ask you, what are you currently doing? We all know about your past and your basketball success. What are you doing now?
Well, I tell you, it's a lot like being at Body Shapes Medical in that they help you, help revive your life. I'm in the insurance business. We help revive not only your life, but your personal belongings as well as your business. Because anytime that you live in a society that we live in today, there's some unsuspected catastrophes that often happens, whether it's due to tornado, hurricane, whatever. Business catches on fire. You want to make sure that you're properly protected. And oftentimes, people don't think about checking their insurance at least every 3 years, because you get used to change. First of all, is difficult for most of us. We don't like change, but there's certain times that you need to at least make sure that you got the proper coverage and make sure that what you're paying is what you should be paying, and not any more, not any less.
So, if you don't mind, name of your company?
Van Zandt, Emmerich & Carey. We are an Assured Partners company. Assured Partners is one of the largest independent insurers in the nation. So that gives us tremendous levity when it comes to coverage, getting you the best pricing, all those things, and of course the best coverage, which is probably the most important of all of those.
All right, time for you to give a closer look. Give your insurance policies a closer look. Maybe give Winston a call. Winston, we're going to put up some pictures of you, and you're going to be our color.
He sent them.
You're going to be our color analyst here. So tell us a little bit about these pictures.
Look at this picture.
You got to be proud of yourself.
Well,
look what you've done.
When you look at what I was, that's Andrew Vergile. Used to play for the Cavaliers. Here's Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
And then that's my wife Peggy, who's also on the program and has lost 25 plus pounds. And then here's one of the boxing champions, Riddick Bowe. He was here this past week. And then of course the great Calipari and the University of Kentucky head coach. We're very proud of.
I could do without that.
All Louisville fans are like you. my dearest friend Rex Chapman, and then also Irvin Thomas. We played together at Kentucky there, and then some other greats, Ron Mercer, Wayne Turner, who also played at Kentucky on that championship team. And then like my little brother, Derek Anderson, here locally, local product, his marriage. John Battle played for the Cleveland Cavaliers with me and also played a long time for the Hawks. My wonderful love of my life again, Peggy Bennett, that's there at the movies. And then we were just in Orlando this past weekend. Had a wonderful time supporting my daughter. Two of my daughters. The tallest one is Jasmine Bennett, plays at Ella, University of Louisville.
There we go.
And then my youngest daughter goes to Ballard and is a competitive cheerleader. This is my boss at Van Zandt, Emmerich & Carey, Mike Arnold. So proud of him allowing us to be there. And then, of course, my lovely love, Peggy Bennett again. That's us in Atlanta.
You all make a smashing couple. But Lisa, this is not unusual. He mentioned the fact that he and Peggy both are on the program at 25 again.
Absolutely.
This is something that happens often, right?
Right. Sometimes couples will come in together, which is great, and oftentimes they won't. And then the husband or the wife will come in later saying, I can't keep up with this. I've got to have what they have. Please give me what they're on. They see the changes. They see the confidence, weight loss involved, all those things that snowball together. They want that as well. So it's not uncommon that couples will do this together.
All right, let's grab some phone calls. 571-5263 as Michelle jumps in. Good afternoon to you, Michelle. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Go ahead.
I just quick question. I'm at 35, around that age frame. I'm just curious. Instead of going to have my hormone levels checked, like at my doctor's office or gynecologist's office, what's the difference with like 25 again?
Well, first of all, if you go to have them checked at your doctor's office, they probably are not as comprehensive as what we do. But if you have them checked there, you can bring those lab values with you, and then we can check off what else you need, what else we want to see. We're looking at everything. We look at some blood levels like a CBC and a CMP, but then all the hormones, testosterone, which most people don't test for women especially. And believe me, we need testosterone as much as men. Not the same level, but we definitely need it. We're looking at vitamin D3. We're looking at the thyroid very, very closely. We do the thyroid much different than your regular practitioner or your gynecologist, because we're not only looking at the inactive form, we're looking at the active form, and most people will miss that. They're just not trained it. Dr. Bates will tell you that is not how they practice medicine. We practice it a little bit different, and you're not going to get the benefits for thyroid if you're not put on the proper thyroid. And people will come to us and say, yeah, well, they said my levels were okay, or they put me on some thyroid and I still don't feel any better. Well, they didn't put you on the right form. So that's something more in depth that we do. We look at magnesium, program. For women, we look at progesterone and estrogen. So there's lots of different things that we do that most other doctors, general practitioners, or gynecologists won't look at. So it is very comprehensive. And if you do have those lab values, again, please bring them because we might be able to use the values that you already have. And the other thing is, they are likely to say, well, your levels are normal. Well, they're normal for your age. It's going to look normal on the piece of paper, but we're going to say, here's where you were when you were 25. This is what we consider optimal. This is where you're going to get rid of those symptoms of not sleeping in the night, no energy, weight gain, all of those things. And by the way, you're protecting your health in the future. So again, it's going to look like they're normal, so they're going to tell you, well, you're just aging, you're okay. Well, we're going to look at the levels and say, no, wait a minute. This is not what you had when you were 25. We want to give it back.
All right, Winston, well articulated. She is so passionate. I love the passion.
With the energy here. I said today, I don't know who has more energy, me or him.
Well, I could tell you this, if I could chime in on that.
Sure.
If there's one great thing, and there's many with this program, has been the detail that they put in educating people like me and like your caller. If anything else, this young lady that called should call Body Shapes to get an understanding of how detailed they are, and you just went through it. I mean, step by step. This is not just come get on our program. No, they actually consult you, sit down with you, counsel you, let you know exactly what you're going to be doing, how it is to go about, and then they're going to check. They're going to check you. And that's been great for me because most of us need accountability. Well, let me say, I need accountability.
Well, I think we all do. Hey, we're all in on that one, Winston. So when your peers talk to you, maybe former players who played with you in the NBA, the Cavaliers, with UK, whatever the case may be, or coaches, when they talk to you, maybe they're putting on a few LBs too. We all are as we get a little bit older. What do you tell them about 25 again?
Well, I can't tell. It's been countless calls that I've gotten because we know social media is huge.
They see you, you're looking great.
And they see you, you know, and I've got pictures out there, and I'll get calls from all over the nation from some of my teammates. Man, what are you doing? You know, a year and a half ago, you didn't look like this. And I'll have to go through and explain to them that Body Shapes Medical. I mean, they want to hear the fact, okay, what are you working out 3 hours a day? You're lifting 2 or 3? Or what? I said, I'm working out no more than an hour, 30 minutes cardio and some lifting. That's not what's doing it. Now, of course, it adds to it, I'm sure. Right. But it's this program. It's what they're putting us on. And that's what people have got to know. I was telling Lisa beforehand, if people only knew, I mean, this is not something where I'm getting out here and publicizing this program just to be doing it because I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid. They've actually paid me. And what I mean by that, because they knew what they had. The payment was my lost weight. The payment was me feeling better.
Improvement in your life, enjoyment.
Improvement in my life. Yeah. And the other thing that I didn't hear mentioned, how about attitude and just clarity of mind? You know, all of those things come in with feeling better and this program that they put you on.
And you ought to preach, brother. You're good.
If I had a dime for every time I've heard that.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I can tell your passion as well. Real quickly, before we go to break, I got to ask you, all of these accolades, you know, you were Mr. Kentucky Basketball, Parade All-American, you know, you were drafted in the second round of the NBA, all these things. What are you most proud of, Winston?
My family.
There we go.
Without a doubt, my family. First of all, I'm humbled that you would say that because to me, you're infamous in your own right. And what you do on this show, you do a tremendous job for our community.
Thank you, Winston.
And I don't want to get emotional about that. But at the same time, I'm most proud of a wife who I've been married to for over 28 years. Let me preface that. Anybody who's married, you know it's not all, you know, flowers and sunshine.
Woo, boy, do I know.
You go through a lot, you know, to stay together. It takes work. But then my kids. You know, I've got a daughter, Jasmine Bennett, who wears the number 25. I just tears comes down my eyes whenever I think about it. At the University of Louisville volleyball, another daughter, Stephanie Bennett, competitive cheerleader, and then my daughter Princess, and a son Leonte, who has his own son. So I've been blessed.
Yep.
I'm blessed.
You remain a winner. 25 again by Body Shapes Medical. We'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens.